So here it is, the Renault Clio RS from 2015 in the, of course, yellow from the RS, which is a nice color. So we can talk about the little things at the front of the car, and the first thing is this sports front that you don't have on the normal Clio, but you have on the RS. And then the second thing, and in my opinion also the most likely best part of this car, are these very nice wheels and those brake calipers in red. You'll see that the red is coming back again in the inside of the car, but these wheels are very cool, and I really like them on this car. It's matching, so it's a very good thing. Then of course you have the side skirt on the car, and then at the rear of the car, of course, you have these two nice exhausts. You have the little spoiler over here, which you don't have also on a normal Clio. Then of course over here the RS badge. These exhausts, by the way, sound pretty good. It's not very loud, but they have a nice sound. Which is also cool is this over here, which is for the air that comes from the underneath the car to go back at the rear. So these little flippers, it's cool. If we talk about the trunk, you have a nice little trunk. I don't know how much liters you can enter over here, to be honest, but you have a nice volume. You can enter decent things over here, so yeah, that's pretty good also for a sports car. If you compare it, for example, to an Abarth, where you don't have a trunk at all, you have decent space over here. So at the inside of the car, we have this nice steering wheel with the red stitching and the red RS logo, which you can see over here. Then of course the big pallets on the steering wheel also. Then at the middle, the console, you have the shifting gearbox, and then the screen, a little screen over here, which is of course a bit older dated. You don't have much information. The first on the only thing you have is the radio. Also here, yeah, it's basic in the inside. You have that nice detail over here, so Renault Sport. And then of course these seats over here, which are very nice sport seats with this nice red stitching also. And what I personally really like is this, the red seat belts, which are also referring to Renault Sport, and which is perfectly matching with the rest of the inside of the car. So driving around with the Clio RS is a real fun thing to do, to be honest. And now, first of all, let me excuse me for the sound troubles. I've had some setting issues with my GoPro, so that's why I am talking after I made the review. But anyway, let's talk about this car. It is really fun to drive, and as you can see, you have that big palette and those red accents as I showed before, which you have in the steering wheel and on other things in the interior of the car, and also on the exterior, of course. But I have to say, this car handles pretty good. the thing is that these cars have such a good suspension and brake ratio, so you can take it in these country roads and just drive it pretty hard without having any troubles and just having fun. It's shifting good, pretty good. And the only thing that I don't really like is when I drive in the city center. This car is really slow in his gear shifting. So when you drive at 30 kilometers an hour, sometimes you go in the higher RPMs just because it's not switching. So then you have to do it manually, which in my opinion should not be necessary, or it might not happen on a car like this. But okay, it's not really made to drive in the city center, I think. It's more the car you buy to have some fun on track days, for example. But the thing is that you have comfort enough in these seats, and with that suspension, you have place enough in the back to take your friends with you or your kids. You have a decent trunk also to take some stuff with you. So that might be the very good part about this car, is that it can be multifunctional. So you can take it to track days or have some fun on the track, but you can also drive this as a daily car. So that's, yeah, a pretty good thing. Hope you all enjoyed this smaller video about this Clio. So don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and I see you soon. Bye!